Hello friends and my dear students, I hope you are all well and your studies are also going on well. In this video, I will solve practice test paper 1 on the chapter of percentage. I have already covered all the theoretical concepts and also solved the exercise problems from the textbook of author R.S. Aggarwal, that is 10A, 10B, 10C, and the test paper 10. So this is a final practice test paper that I have prepared, which will give you a good evaluation of your understanding of the concept of percentages. So this is a 15 MCQ questions test paper. Ideally, you should solve it in 45 minutes or maximum 1 hour. Now, before seeing, you should always try to solve the paper on yourself, and if you are stuck, cannot solve any problem, then you can refer this video for the solution. I will attach the link of the PDF of the test paper in the description below. So let's start solving the problem. Before I start solving the problem, I would request, if you are new to my channel and or if you have not yet subscribed, and if my videos are beneficial to you, then please support me by subscribing to my channel, and also please do not forget to press the bell icon so that you will be notified by my future videos. So let's start solving the problem. The first problem says that the percentage increase in the area of a rectangle if each of its sides is increased by 20%. Okay, so if the sides of each side, so this is a rectangle, if in the area of a rectangle, if each of its sides is increased by 20%. So the area of a rectangle is length into multiplied by breadth. So if we assume let length equals x and breadth equals, let's say, y. So area, the percentage increase in the area of a rectangle. So area equals xy. Area equals to xy. Now after each side is increased by 20%. So after each side is increased 20%, L becomes increase of 20% means 100 plus 20% of the original value, that is x. So this will be 100 plus 20% of x. This is 120% of x. Now percent of x means 120 divided by 100 into x. This is finally 12x by 10. This can be further reduced to 6x by 5. So this is definitely also the breadth will also be 100 plus, since both the sides are increased by 20%, so breadth will also be 100 plus 20% of y. This will be also equals to 6y by 5. So now the area, after the sides are increased by 20%, the area is so let's write it in a more clear way. So area equals to length into breadth, that equals to xy. The previous area was, before the sides were increased by 20%, the area was xy. Now the sides has been increased by 20%. Now the new area is L into breadth is equal to 6x by 5 multiplied by 6y by 5. This is 36 by 25, 36 by 25 x y. So definitely the area has increased because 36 x by 25 is definitely more than xy. So it has asked the percentage increase. So increase in area equals 36 by 25 xy minus xy. This is 36 xy minus 25 xy divided by 25. This is 9 xy divided by 25. So this is the not 9, 36 minus 25 is 11, sorry, this is 11. So 11, 36 minus 25 is 11. So 11x by 25. This is the increase in area. Now we have to find what is the percentage, what percentage is 11x by 25 of xy, because it has asked the percentage increase in the area. So now we have to find the question now is what percent is 11x by 25 of xy. This equals 11xy by 25 divided by xy multiplied by 100, because the concept we are applying is that we know that if it is asked what percent is x of y, this is equal to x by y into 100, this much percentage. So this will be this much percentage. Now xy will cancel out and we will have 11 into 100 divided by 25, this much percent, and this is equals to, if we simplify this, this will be 44%. So the answer is choice C. So while I am solving the problem, you can pause the video and take a screenshot of the solution for your future reference. Okay, let's do problem number 2. Let's solve problem number 2. It says that 3.5% of income is taken as tax and 12.5% of the remaining is saved. This leaves rupees 4053 to spend. What is the income? So okay, so we have an income. From that income, 3.5% is taken away, okay, as tax, and 12.5% of the remaining, whatever is remaining after the tax has been taken away, from that remaining amount, 12.5% is saved, and then finally some money will be left, which is left for spending, which is said to be given to be rupees 4053. What is the income? Okay, so if income is will be equal to tax plus tax and saved, and this leaves other to spend. So tax plus saved. The saved is the amount of money that is saved is the amount of money. Tax by income is the total income in rupees, and tax is the total amount in rupees that was tax is the total amount in rupees based on the income, and saved S means the total rupees that was saved, which can be used to spend. So now so this is the formula, this is the basic mathematical formula, that income is equals to tax plus money that is saved. Now let income be, let income be rupees X. So tax, amount of tax is given to be 3.5% of the income, which we have assumed to be X. So rupees X. Now 3.5% of rupees X means 35. So 3.5 means 3.5 divided by 100 multiplied by X. This amount rupees. So 3.5% of rupees X means rupees 3.5 by 100 into X. This can be further simplified. If we simplify this, it becomes 35 by 1000 X. 35 by 1000 X, because 3.5 is 35 by 10, and 10 will go into the in the denominator. Now this is should we simplify 35 by 1000 or leave it like this, which will be more convenient for computation, further computation? 7 and let it be like this. Now okay, so this is amount of tax, and 12.5% of the remaining. So remaining is, so remaining after the tax has been taken away from the income, the remaining is, income was X, rupees X, and the tax is 35 X by 1000. Okay, so this is rupees 1000 X minus 35 X divided by 1000. So this is is saved. This leaves other to spend. Okay, so this is how much? This is 1000 X minus 35 X is 965 X by 100,000. This is the amount remaining, which is basically the amount saved. No, this is the remaining, and 12.5% of the remaining is, and so after the tax has been taken, this is the remaining, and then 12.5% of the remaining is saved. Okay, so amount saved is given to be 12.5%. Amount saved, 12.5% is saved. These leaves to spend. So okay, so the 12.5% is saved, and after that it like it goes to the savings. So so TI will be T tax plus whatever is saved plus the amount that can be spent. Let's say SP. SP stands for, let's say this is saved, and this is to spend, that can be used to spend, and this of course is tax. So okay, now remaining is 965 X by 1000, and amount saved is 12.5% of rupees 965 5x by 1000. So this is amount saved is this. So this is 12.5% of rupees. This 12.5% means 12.5 divided by 100 multiplied by this rupees by 1000. The figures are becoming very big. I think okay. So let's see what happens. Now this is it is really becoming very big. Now how much is 965 by 965 by 1000? If we simplify it, this is 5193 46 945 3, and this is 200. Okay, 193 by 200. So let's say this is, after simplification, 193x by 200. Okay, so 193 by 200. 193 x by 200. So this is 125, 12.5, this is 125 by 1000 into rupees 193 x by 200. 25 divides this with 40, and 25 divides 25, and this is 8. This is 8. So this is this is rupees 193 x by 1600. So this is the amount that was saved. So amount to spend will be equal to the remaining was rupees 193x by 200. This was the remaining amount, and from this remaining amount, rupees 193x by 1600 is saved. So amount spent is rupees 193x by 200 minus 193x by 1600. So this is the amount that is left to spend, whose value is given to be 4053. So if we simplify this, this is rupees so this is we can take 193 x by 200 as common, and we get 1 minus 1 by 8. This is rupees 7 into 193x by 1600. This is given to be in the problem 4053. So this implies This implies from here we get that uh, 7 into 193 x divided by 1600 equals 4053. This implies x equals 4053 multiplied by 1600 divided by 7 into 193. How much this will be? 7 does it 7 divides 4053. 4053 7 5 35 5 5 7 49 63 9 579. So this cancels with 579 and 193 divides 579 with 3. So this is becoming 4800. Okay, so this is 4800. So the answer is, it was a long computation, but you have to be very patient and carefully focus and keep yourself calm and do the calculation so that you do not make any mistake. Okay, let's do question number 3. It says that if Mohan's income is 25% more than Raman's income, then Raman's income is less than Mohan's income by. Okay, so let Raman's income be X. This implies that Mohan's income is 25% more than Raman's. So 25% more, we can say that 100 plus 25, this percent of X, where X is the income of Raman. This is 125% of X. This is 125 by 100 into X. Now if you further simplify this, this will become 5x by 4. Okay, 5x by 4. So Mohan's income is 5x by 4, where Raman's income is x. Now it is asking, then Raman's income is less than Mohan's income by. So Raman's income is less than Mohan's income. Now remember that it is asking to find that what percent is Raman's income less than Mohan's income. So it is asking to find the percentage of the difference between Raman and Mohan's income based on the Mohan's income. So Raman's income is less by 5x by 4 minus x, this equals x by 4. So if Raman's income is x, then Raman's income is less by x by 4. So then Raman's income is less than Mohan's income by. So this less amount we have to find. Now the question is, now it is saying that then Raman's income is less than Mohan's income by by what percent Raman's income is less than Mohan's income. So the percentage has to be found based on Mohan's income. So we have found that Raman's income is less by x by 4. So the now question is, what percent is x by 4, which is the amount, the amount that is Raman's income is less by than Mohan's income. So what percent is x by 4 of Mohan's income? Mohan's income is 5x by 4. This we have to found. We know that this equal to x by 4 divided by 5x by 4 multiplied by 100. This equals x cancels out, also 4 cancels out, then this is 1 by 5 into 100, this is 20%. So the answer is choice A. So it is very important to understand the language of the problem, because if you do not understand what exactly it is asking, you will incorrectly solve the problem and will get a wrong answer. So when it says that then Raman's income is less than Mohan's income by what percent, it means that whatever the amount, so the difference, first you have to find the difference of Raman's income and Mohan's income, and whatever the difference is, what is the what percentage that difference is of Mohan's income. Okay, so let's do problem number 4. Problem number 4, it says that the ratio of Fatima's income to her savings is 4:1. Okay, so the ratio of Fatima's income to her savings is 4:1. So let's say, so the ratio of Fatima's income to her savings is 4:1. Or in other words, we can say that I mean, this problem can be solved in various ways, various methods using the concept of ratio and how a percentage is expressed as ratio, or how you convert a ratio as a percentage. These concept will be required. So it is given that savings is to income is equal to 4:1. Fine. Now we can always in a ratio problem, when a ratio is given between two quantities, here S and I, we can always assume that let S and I be 4x and x. We very quite often, this is a standard way that we assume the quantities to be using the ratio, using the terms of the ratio, we consider to be 4x and x. That is, we assume that the values of the quantities are some an x multiple of the terms of the ratio. So the ratio of savings to income is given as 4:1. So we are assuming that let S and I be 4x and x. This x is unknown. Even though this x is unknown, it will not be required. So now what it is saying is that, so we know that saving is 4x and x is income. So this implies the percentage of money saved. So the percentage of money saved by her. So now when it is asking that the percentage of money saved is based on the income. So whenever you, from the basic concept of percentage, we say that we always ask what percent is x of y. So based on some value y, we find the percentage of some other value x. So in this case, in this problem, y is the income and x is the saving. So it is asking basically now what percent is savings, that is savings 4x of the income. What is the income? The income will be 4x plus x. In this problem, so it is asking what percent is 4x of 4x plus x. Now what is 4x plus x? 4x plus x is the total income. So when it is asking what percentage of money saved by her, It means that percentage of the money saved has to be calculated based on the income. So we have to find, and we have assumed that the saving is 4x. The ratio of Fatima's income to her savings is 4:1. Oh, sorry. So this should be This is income to saving. So this is I is to S is 4:1. So therefore, let in S and I be, this will be X and 4x. So savings is X and income is 4x. So now it is asking what percent is X. X is the saving of the income. Income is S plus I, that is 4x plus X. So this implies this equals to this implies, not the implies. So what percentage X of 4x plus X? So this is equal to, we know that this is equal to X divided by 4x plus X multiplied by 100. This equals, X is cancelled. So okay, so this is equal to 100x by 5x. X is cancels out. This is 20%. So the savings, money saved, is 20% of the income. So the answer is choice A. Okay, let's do question number 5. Question number 5 says, if 20% of 30% of P equals X% of P, then the value of 2x plus 3 is. So it is given that 20% of 30% of P equals X% of P. Now, if you have this multiple chaining, this is chaining of percentages, that is 20% of 30% of P, you always work from the right hand side. That is, you first have to find 30% of P, whatever that is, then you have to find this 20% of whatever this value is, that is 30% of P. So this implies, this is given. So if we work, if we simplify the left hand side, from the right we get this is 20% of 30% of P, means 30 by 100 into P, equals X% of P, means X by 100 into P. Now this implies 20% of, okay, so 20% of, if we simplify 30 by 100, this becomes 3 by 10. So 3P by 10 equals XP by 100. So this implies the left hand side, 20% of 3P by 10 means 20 by 100 multiplied by 3P by 10 equals XP by 100. This implies 0 cancels out. This is 6P by 100 equals XP by 100. Okay, this implies we can cancel out 100, the denominator 100, and also the P. So this implies X equals 6. So we have found X equals to 6. This implies we have asked to find the value of 2x plus 3. So 2x plus 3 equals 6 into 2 into 6 plus 3. This is 12 plus 3. This is 15. So the answer is choice C. So whenever you have, see, this kind of expressions with percentages, like multiple chaining of percentages, that 20% of another percentage of, you always work from the right hand side. work from the right hand side. So if you have, as a side note, let's say, so if we have something like x percent of y percent of z percent of, let's say, a, this you will group you will work the percentages, calculate the percentages from the right hand side using some grouping symbol. So first you group this thing, and then you have to group this thing, and then finally you have x percent of the x percent of this whole thing. Okay, let's do problem number 6. It says that on selling an article for rupees 329, a dealer lost 6%. A dealer lost 6%. Then the cost price of the article is, okay, so let cost price be rupees x. Now, on selling an article for rupees 329, a dealer lost 6%. Now, this 6% is based on the cost price. So, these are the small things you need to understand very carefully. When it is saying that he lost 6%, 6% means the 6% of the total cost price. So, if the cost price is x, then amount lost, it is given that the amount lost is 6%. Amount lost equals 6% of rupees x, where x is the cost price that we have assumed. This equals, we bring the rupee symbol in the front, and this is 6% of x. This is rupees 6% of x means 6 by 100 into x. Okay, now this implies, it is given that the dealer lost on selling an article for rupees 329, a dealer lost 6%. Now if the amount lost is rupees 6x by 100, therefore the selling price, we can say that the selling price obviously should be x minus 6x by 100. The x was the cost price, and the amount lost is 6x by 100. So definitely the selling price should be less than the cost price. That is why the dealer lost. So the selling price should be x minus the amount lost, that is x minus 6x by 100. This is equal to 94 x by 100. So we can now say that this implies that 94 x by 100 is equal to, it is given that the dealer has sold the article for 329. So 94 by x by 100 should be equal to 329. This implies x equals to 329 multiplied by 100 divided by 94. Okay. How much this will be? 94. 94 will definitely not. Okay, so 2 47 to 50. 2 divides 94 by with 47 and 50. Now will 47 divide 329? 7. 7, this is 49, 28, 32, yes. So 47 divides 329 with 7, so this is equal to 350. 350. So the cost price of the article was rupees 350. So the answer is choice D. Okay, let's do problem number 7. It says that if A is increased by 20%, it equals B. If B is decreased by 50%, it equals C. Then what percent is C of A? Okay, so if A is increased by 20%, it equals B. Okay, so let whatever that A be, let A be X. Now, if A is increased by 20%, it equals B. Therefore, B will be equal to 20% more than A. So, if A is increased by 20%, which means that if A is increased by 20%, it becomes equal to B. This means I can say that B is 20% more than A, which means that B is equal to 100 plus 20% of A, that is X. We have assumed A to be X. Now, this is equal 120% of X. This is 120 by 100 into X. This is 6x by 5. After simplification, this becomes 6x by 5. So B is 6x by 5, where X is A. Now it also says that if B is decreased by 50%, it equals C. So we can say that C is 50% less than B. If B is decreased by 50%, it equals C. It indirectly is saying that C is 50% less than B. So we can say that C is 50% less means 100 minus 50. This percent of B, and what is B? B is 6x by 5. Okay. Now this is 50% of 6x by 5. This is 50 by 100 into 6x by 5, and this is how much? 10. So this is 6x by 10. C is 6x by 10. So now it has asked then what percent is C of A. So the question now is what percent is C of A is equal to what percent is, what is C? C is 6x by 10, and what is A? A is X. We have to find this. What percent is 6x by 10 of X? This equals 6x by 10 divided by X multiplied by 100. This equals x cancels out, so this equals 6 into 100 divided by 10. This is equals 60. This is equals 60. So the answer is choice C. Okay, let's do question number 8. If you find difficulty in understanding my steps or discussion or the method I am solving the problem, then please do let me know in the comment section. I will highly appreciate that. I will try my best to address your query or your any kind of question you might be having related to any question in this paper. Question number 8 says a batsman scored 110 runs, which included 3 boundaries and 8 sixes. Okay. What percent of his total score did he make by running between the wickets? By running, so he must have scored some runs by running between the wickets. Total score is given to be 110. Okay, so score from boundaries equals, there was 3 boundaries, so 3 into 4 equals 12, and score from sixes equals, there were 8 sixes, so 8 into 6 equals 48. So this implies score from running between the wickets, is the total score minus the score obtained from boundaries and sixes, that is 12 and 48. This is 110 minus 60. This is 50. So this is the score, total score by running between the wickets. Now we have to find what is the percentage of the score, that is what is the percentage of 50 of the total score. So the question now is what percent is 50 of 110? This is equals to 50 divided by 110 multiplied by 100. So this is equals to 500 divided by 11 percent. This is 4. This is 4, 44 and 6, 5. Again 5, 0, 4 and 5. Oh, so I think let's try to convert this express 500 by 11 as a mixed fraction. So this will be, if we divide, what happened? Oh, if we divide 11, divide 500 with 11, we have 4, 44, 5, 0, and then 4 again. Why 4? 4, sorry, 6, 0. Now we will have 5, this is 55, and we have remainder 5. So this is, if we express 500 by 11 as a mixed fraction, because one option is given as mixed fraction, this is 45, 5 by 11%. So obviously the answer is choice B. Okay, let's do problem number 9. Problem number 9 says that if A equals to X% of Y and B equals to Y% of X, then which of the following is true? Some choices are given, like A less than B, A greater than B, relationship between A and B cannot be determined, or none of this. Okay, B is Y% of X. Okay, so let's say A equals X% of Y. This means X by 100 into Y. This is XY by 100. And okay, Now what is B? B is given to be y percent of x. This implies y by 100 into x. This is y x by 100. So basically we can see A and B are equal. A and B are equal because A is xy by 100, B is also xy by 100. So A and A should be equal to B. So choice A is not correct, choice B is not correct, relationship between A and B cannot be determined, this is also not correct. The answer is choice D, none of this, because the actual answer is A equals to B. So the answer will be D, none of this. Okay. Let's solve question number 10. Question number 10 says, two tailors X and Y are paid a total rupees 550 per week by their employer. Okay. If X is paid 120% of the sum paid to Y, so whatever that is paid to Y, X is getting 120% of that amount that is paid to Y. How much is Y paid per week? How much is Y paid per week? Okay. So it is a standard method that whatever quantity, unknown quantities is asking, we assume that to be as an unknown variable, and then we will solve for that variable. So let's say Y, let's assume Y earns, I'm omitting the symbol, rupee symbol, it is understood. So let's assume Y earns X per week. Okay. Now, if X is paid 120% of the sum paid to Y, so we have assumed that Y gets paid X per week. This implies X gets, this implied payment of X per week, it is given to be 120% of whatever paid to Y. We have assumed that Y is paid X, so this will be 120% of X. This is 120 by 100 into X, and this is, if we simplify 120 by 100, this is 6 by 5. So this is 6x by 5. So this is what being paid to X, 6x by 5, and Y gets paid X, that we have assumed. So total payment, we can say total payment is equal to X plus 6x by 5. This is 11x by 5, and the total payment is given to be rupees 550. Rupees 550. So this implies 11x by 5 equals 550. So this implies x equals 5 by 11 multiplied by 550. So this is 50 and this is 250. So the answer is amount paid to Y equals rupees 250. So the choice is, the answer is, the correct choice will be B. Okay, let's do problem number 11. Problem number 11 says that a TV set was bought for rupees 26,250 including 5% VAT. The original price of the TV set is, okay, so the original price plus the VAT is rupees 26,250, because it is said that a TV set was bought for rupees 26,250, which includes the VAT, 5% VAT. So if we assume, let's assume original price of TV be X, that is X rupees. I'm omitting the rupee symbol. It is understood. So let's assume original price of TV be X. Okay. So now VAT amount of VAT is equal to 5%. So 5% of the cost price definitely. So X. This is 5 by 100 into X. If we simplify this, which is X by 20. So therefore, the selling price should be equal to the original price plus the VAT. This is X plus X by 20. This is 21X by 20. This implies the selling price. It is given that the TV set was bought for 26,250. So we can say that 21X by 20 is equal to 26,250. This implies X equals 26,250 multiplied by 20 divided by 21. And I think 21 will divide 26250. Let's see. 21 26250. So 220. Oh no, sorry. 1 21 5 52. 2 42 10 5, and this is 5 105 0. Okay, so this is 1250. So this should be 1250 multiplied by 20, which is 0 0 0 10 5 2. So 25,000 should be the price of the original price of the TV. So the answer is choice B. Okay, let's do problem number 12. It says that if X% of 15 equals to Y, then which of the following is not correct? It is given that X% of 15 equals Y. Okay, so this implies that X by 100, X% of 15 means X by 100 into 15. This is given to be Y. Now this implies that 15X by 100 equals Y. If we simplify this further, okay, let this be. Now we have to see which of the choice is not correct. So okay, let's simplify this 15x by 100 further. This implies this is 3x by 20 equals y. 3x by 20 equals to y. Now the choice A is given to be that the ratio y is to x is in proportion with 3 is to 20. This implies that y by x equals to 3 by 20. This implies that if we do cross product, we get that 3x equals to 20y, and this implies if we bring this implies if we can divide both sides by 20, and we get 3x by 20 equals to y. So this is a correct statement. So this is correct. This statement is correct. So we have to choose the incorrect statement. So this is a correct statement. Let's see B. What is B? B is that y is 15% of x. It is saying that y is equal to 15% of x. This is 15% of x means 15 by 100 into x. So definitely 15 y is equal to 15x by 100, because from the fact that x percent of 15 equals to y, we already found that 15x by 100 equals to y. So this statement is also correct. Let's see what is C. C is saying that 20y minus x is to x is in proportion with 1:2. This implies that it is saying that 20y minus x divided by x equals to 1/2. We have to check this if this is correct or not. Now this implies, now from this fact, this is the fact that we have originally got from the given statement, that is x percent of 15 equals to y. From this we get 3x by 20 equals to y. Now from this we can say that 20y equals to 3x. So this implies that 20y equals 3x. By doing cross product, we get 20y equals to 3x. Now in this expression that we for the C or choice C, we have 20y minus x by x equals to half. Now if we replace 20y with 3x, we get 3x minus x by x equals half. This means 2x by x equals half. This implies 2 equals half. So this is not a correct statement. This is not a correct statement. So definitely the answer will be choice C, because C is not correct. C is not correct. So since only one single correct, these are all single correct multiple choice questions, only one, we have to select only one choice. So definitely if C is, we have already found out that C is the answer, because C is an incorrect statement. So we will not definitely check for D. Okay, let's solve question number 13. Question number 13 says that if x percent of y equals to z, then by what percent is xy more than 60z? For a piece of advice, whenever you are solving percentage problem, what problems, please try to have the very fundamental concepts of percentages very clear, like percentages of, and then increase by percent, decrease by percent. And if these concepts are very clear, and you go by the fundamental concepts and approach and obtain a very simple approach to solve a problem using the fundamental concepts, you can solve the problem. But obviously, there are smarter ways of solving the problem. If you are smart enough, you can go with the smarter ways. But if you are not smart enough, it is good enough if you follow the very basics of the percentages and its concepts and solve the problem step by step, slowly. So it is given that x percent of y equals z. Now this implies that what is x percent of y? X percent of y means x by 100 into y. So xy by 100 equals z. So we have this xy. So this implies we can say that since it is asking by what percent is xy more than 60z, so we got that xy equals to 100z. Now Now xy we have found to be 100z. Now the question has asked by what percent is xy more than 60z. By what percent is xy more than 60z? That is, we have to find the difference of 60z and xy, whatever the difference be, we have to find that difference as a percentage based on 60z. Remember, it is asking by what percent is xy more than 60z. So the percentage has to be calculated based on 60z. So now we got xy equals to 100z. Therefore, we can say that xy is if xy is indeed more than 60z, then definitely xy is xy minus 60z more than 60z. Obviously, this is a very simple mathematics. If a is greater than b, then by how much a is greater than b? Obviously, a minus b. This implies that xy is what is xy? We have found to be 100z. So we can say that xy is 100z minus 60z more than 60z. This implies xy is 40z more than 60z. So now the question we have to now ask what percent is 40z of 60z, because we have found that xy is 40z more than 60z. Now we have to find what percent is 40z of 60z. So this is equal to 40z divided by 60z multiplied by 100. This is z cancels out, and so this is 40 into 100 divided by 60. 0 cancels out, and this is 2 and this is 3. So this is equal to 200 by 3 percentage, and so this is 200 by 3 is 6 and 6 18 66 roughly. So the answer is choice B. Okay, let's do problem number 14. It says that if A is to B is to C equals to half is to 1/3 is to 1/4, then what percent of A plus B is C? Okay, so what percent of A plus B is C? Now A is to B is to C is given as A is to B is to C is given to be half, 1/3 is to 1/4. Now it's better we get rid of this fraction, the terms, fractional terms in the ratio as an integer. How can we convert this ratio, that is half is to 1/3 is to 1/4, so that it has integer terms? Is that we multiply all the terms with the LCM of the denominators, that is 2, 3 and 4, and the LCM of the denominators 2, 3, 4 is LCM of 2, 3, 4 is 12. So this is equal to 12. We multiply all the terms with 12. 12 by 3, 12 by 4. This equals 6 is to 4 is to 3. So now we have this A is to B is to C equals to 6 is to 4 is to 3. So let A comma B comma C be 6x comma 4x and 3x. We can always assume from the given ratio that ABC is 6x, 4x and 3x. Now, okay, so what is A plus B now? A plus B is 6x plus 4x equals 10x, and C is 3x. So we have to find now what percent is 3x of 10x. It has asked what percent of A plus B is C. Now A plus B is, we have found 10x, where x is some unknown, and it is irrelevant, we need not find x. So, and C is 3x. So we have to find what percent is 3x of 10x. This is equal to 3x divided by 10x multiplied by 100. X cancels out, so this is 300 by 10%, this is 30%. So the answer is choice B. Let's do the last problem. 15, it says that a number is increased by 20% and then decreased by 30%. The net percent of increase or decrease is, the choices are 20% increase, 20% decrease, 16% decrease and 18% increase. Okay, a number is increased by 20% and then decreased by 30%. Okay, let the number be x. So after the number, therefore the number after 20% increase means, if the number x is increased by 20%, means the new number becomes 100 plus 20% of the original number, that is x. So the new number, so the number after 20% increase will be 100 plus 20, this much percent of x. So this is 120% of x, this is 120 by 100 multiplied by x, and this is 6x. After simplification, this is 6x by 5. Now again it is said that the number is increased by 20% and then decreased by 30%. Now remember, you have to be very careful that this 30% decrease is based on the number which was obtained after it was increased by 20%. So in our problem, the number, we have assumed the original number is x. Now after 20% increase, the number has become 6x by 5. Now based on this 6x by 5, the number is again decreased by 30%, and this 30% is based on 6x by 5. This you should be very careful. So therefore the number after 30% decrease is equal to, 30% has been decreased, so it will be 100 minus 30%. So the new value will be 100 minus 30% of what? 30% was decreased. 30% of what? 30% of 6x by 5. That is the number which was obtained after increasing the original number by 20%. Original number is x. We have increased the number by 20% and we got the new number to be 6x by 5. Now this number 6x by 5 has been reduced by 30%. So the new number, final new number will be 100 minus 30% of 6x by 5. So this is 70% of 6x by 5. This is equal to 70 by 100 into 6x by 5. If you simplify this, we have, this is 42 x by 50. This is 42x by 50. So the final number, once it so after it is increased, the original number is increased by 20% and then decreased by 30%. The number has become 42x by 50, where the original number was x. So now we can clearly see that 42x by 50 is less than x. So therefore, net decrease net decrease in the number, net decrease is equal to how much it got decreased, x minus 42x by 50. This is by how much the original number got decreased, because the original number was x and finally it became 42x by 50, which is less than x. So how much less? That is x minus 42x by 50. This equals 8x by 50. So now the question is, we have to find, so the number has decreased, that is for sure. Now we have to find what is the percentage of 8x by 50 based on x. So now the question is, the final question that we have to answer is, what percent is 8x by 50 of x? X was the very original number. This equals 8x by 50 divided by x into 100. This much percentage. Now this equals to x cancels out. So this becomes 8 into 100 divided by 50. This much percentage. So this cancels out and this is 2. This is 16%. 16%. So there is a 16% decrease. So the answer is choice C, 16% decrease. So that's all. This brings to the end of solving the practice test paper 1. I think this set of all the problems in this practice test paper 1 will give you a good test of your understanding of the concepts of percentages and how you apply the concepts to solve word problems or any kind of problems related to percentages. I think I have covered all the variations of problems that are possible on percentages, including all the problems in the R.S. Aggarwal textbook exercise 10A, 10B, 10C, objective questions, MCQ and the test paper 10, as well as this practice test paper. If you solve all these problems, then obviously you should have a good foundation of concepts on the topic percentages. So thanks for watching, and if this video was beneficial to you, then please like it, share it with your friends, and once again please support me by subscribing to my channel, and also please do not forget to press the bell icon so that you will be notified by my future videos. So with this practice test paper, this brings to an end of the chapter percentages, and now I will move on to the next chapter, that is profit and loss. So until the next video, take care and bye.